Hey heroes, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. Today we're going to be taking a look at the future of Marvel gaming. So after the Sony showcase, Marvel has some exciting games coming out. One, we already had Future Revolution that just dropped a little bit ago on mobile, their first open world RPG. Then we have Midnight Suns being teased to us. Sony showcase happens, they tease us Wolverine, Spider-Man 2, some storyline, be it Guardians of the Galaxy. There is so much going on with Marvel gaming, not just the MCU with the shows, the movies. No, we've got a whole bunch of video games coming our way. So let's jump in and check them out. I do stream live over on Twitch 4 days a week. Come on over where we can chat live about all the Marvel gaming and play some Marvel games while we're at it and get hyped for what is next. Without further ado, let's hop into the video and enjoy. First and foremost, let's talk about games that we already knew coming out. We knew that Midnight Suns will be coming out, which that game so far looks amazing. Little card system, kind of an XCOM feel, but I think this will grab my attention more. Once again, it's Marvel. They're great storytellers. That's what they know how to do. They're going to keep telling amazing stories and focus primarily on the stories. They know that's their strong suit. They know that's where they succeed. That's where they do best. That's what they're going to do. We've had Future Revolution drop just a few weeks ago, their first open world mobile RPG. Super excited about that. I've been playing a little bit on my phone. I've enjoyed it. Great story. I like all the customization. Holy, so many skins to pick from, so many options to choose, different pairings. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's a good mobile game to play whenever you've got time. Marvel's definitely knows what it's doing there. And now let's talk about the exciting stuff. So Avengers, Marvel's Avengers, they just released their roadmap for what comes next after Black Panther. There's still more to come. There's still it was kind of a divided roadmap, if I'm going to be very honest with you, and I'll show you the roadmap during this video. But it was very divided as people were expecting more from it. But you have to think, we just got a big expansion with Black Panther. We've got new enemies, new villains. They told us that raids are coming, a kind of a prelude to the OLT for Wakanda. Super excited about that. There are positives to look on this roadmap, but at the same time, I was one of those that was wanting more, but not extremely surprised by the fact that it was a little pulled back for what we were expecting, what we thought. We did have Spider-Man announced. No surprise there. We all knew Spider-Man was coming this year for PlayStation exclusive. People still getting hung up over that. It is what it is. It's Spider-Man still with Sony. It's what we have to deal with. Unfortunately, I play on PC and on Xbox, so I'm with the PC gang and I'm with the Xbox gang. Trust me, I wish that I was hopping in and web swinging around. But I main Black Widow, so I can zip line around still. So not exactly the same as Spider-Man, but as close as I can get. I think next year, 2022, I think Marvel's Avengers is going to surprise people. I think they're slowly getting ready to roll out a big content map. We have another roadmap coming out later this year still. This one's just kind of an update, a filler, so to say. Just so we aren't going time without having a roadmap where it's like, hey, was Black Panther it? Was that the pinnacle, or is there more? So I liked it. I thought it was a good little filler for now, and I'm excited for the next roadmap, where the next roadmap, I bet, will have a new hero for everybody to play, if not maybe two. And also patrol mode. I think they're going to expand on the raid, and I think this horde drop zone that they introduced with Wakanda, I think that's going to increase as well. Don't quote me on it. I don't know any backstory or any secret knowledge, but these are my predictions. All right, Marvel's Avengers there. Let's talk about what Sony just completely mic dropped us with, I think is the best way to say it, because one, Guardians of the Galaxy, a little bit of the story. That game already looks amazing. Like instantly, I already have it pre-ordered for PC. Like I'm going to be playing that game. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. Super excited to take it on and check out Star-Lord and how you can kind of like direct the Guardians of the Galaxy in different manners. I think that'll be fun. I think it's a great concept of a game, and super excited to check it out. We will be playing that live on stream as well. But the next biggest thing, I think, is can we just talk about how we are just in this bar? Guy has a cowboy hat. We've already seen the Marvel logo. We're like, what is this? What is this, Sony? And you see a guy with a cigar. He's got a drink. There's an eye patch. There's a lot of like little things, like an eye patch and stuff like that. It's like, what? Who is this? And then we see it. The claws. Wolverine. I am on the hunt for a PS5. I will not stop until I get a PS5 because I have to play Wolverine. I haven't played the first Spider-Man games because I haven't had a PlayStation in years. But yeah, that game, that is phenomenal. That I don't even know what it's about. I want it though. Take my money as soon as I get a PS5. That was definitely a huge, huge win for Insomniac and Sony. Snagging the exclusive deal on that. That was crazy. They already have Spider-Man, but they're like, no, we're contenders. Let's pick up somebody else. And Wolverine. Holy. Speaking of Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2. I like that they called it Spider-Man 2, as in a continuation between the first Spider-Man game and then Spider-Man Miles Morales that they released. I think that's interesting that this is technically the second one. We saw in the trailer that we have both Peter and Miles, so almost like, is it going to be co-op? Are we going to be like switching the story between both back and forth? Are we going to be able to do some like dual web swinging cool abilities combos? That'd be pretty freaking cool. But also in the trailer, we hear a voice. Everyone's thinking Kraven, and we think, oh, Kraven's just talking to Spidey's. He's just kind of egging him on, and then you get to black. You hear like this raspy like voice. And you're like, whoa, what? Who is that? That's not Spidey's. Those aren't the Spidey. And Venom appears. Oh my gosh, I love Venom. I'm super excited for Venom 2. Let that be Carnage that comes out on October 1st. And now this game that's going to introduce Venom. And most of the time I'd be nervous or scared when games do this kind of stuff. But with Insomniac and how they've handled the first two Spider-Man games, I'm not concerned at all. I think this is going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to play it. I haven't even played the first two Spider-Man, like I said, but I've watched so much gameplay and like read about it. I feel like I've almost played it. But super excited to check that game out when it drops. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I like that there's two villains and like Kraven and Venom, like very interesting combo between the two, because definitely Kraven the Hunter hunting down Spidey's, but then Venom's like always, wherever Spidey is, Venom is like lurking in the shadows. I love it. I think that's a great combo. I'm excited to see that storyline, what they introduced there. I mean, basically, overall, it's a very great time. Sorry, very good time, very great time. I'm not for sure. It's a great time. There we go. To be a Marvel gamer, for sure. Marvel with video games hasn't, like, sometimes they're hit or miss with them. Like we had the Iron Man game when the movie came out, that was pretty good. Deadpool game was it was good for the first like couple minutes where Deadpool's like making fun of you, and then eventually it gets old. The original Spider-Man games were good. These Spider-Man games are amazing from what I've seen, and I can't wait to see more of what is going to come from Marvel and their games. Insomniac is a great developer. I think they're going to do great. I think Crystal Dynamics, Square Enix with Marvel's Avengers, they're onto something. Don't write them out just yet. I understand. Do not write them out just yet. 2022, look out. Look out for that game. I think the future is very bright for Marvel gaming, and I cannot wait to hop on and see what all happens with it. So there we have it, what my thoughts are with Marvel gaming and the future of what's to come. Seriously, I'm super excited. A Marvel nerd fan. I love Marvel. You can tell I've got Funkos, I've got comics, I've seen all the MCU movies, all the shows. I'm a huge fan. I love it. I think that these next couple of years are going to be incredible, and there is no sign of Marvel slowing down. So To make sure you're along for the ride, leave a like, hit that subscribe, as I will be posting more and more Marvel content and focusing on Marvel as a whole. Not just Avengers, not just future, everything Marvel. And as soon as I get my Sony PlayStation 5, you know I'm going to be uploading some Spider-Man gameplay, because I cannot wait to jump into those games. Definitely on the search for a PS5. But until then, heroes, as always, stay amazing. I appreciate you all, and bye-bye.